3, 4. Burn it down! Burn it down! Burn it down! Burn it down!
Good evening, fans, wherever you might be watching from. We're in San Antonio, Texas for tonight's edition of our Rwl Sn Rl. I'm Wally Cardill, along with Johnny Bianco and GM Tex Lynch and band. We're closing in on the start of this year's Sweet Revenge Summer Tour, starting Monday, June 30th, with the Texas Thunder Preview card, which is still being put together. Isn't that right, Tex? I know that you, Steve Groves from Rage, and Booker Myron Schimmelman have had several meetings this week. So, how's it all shaping up?
It is all shaping up beautifully. As usual, we're going to pull out all the stops for the Summer Sweet Revenge Tour like we always do, and, well, we sure hope we're not going to disappoint the fans this year either.
While I'm sure this year's tour will be great like usual, there's definitely going to be some new and interesting factors this year. Like, for example, those pain-in-the-butt sectarians, who have been returning like a plague of freaking locusts. And yes, they're gracing us. Ha-ha. With their presence tonight, even in our opening match.
That's right, and not only is Lilith Morella back, but she's brought Kaz Manson and Amanda Robinson with her. There is no way this match with Tiana Marquez isn't going to go south. All right, well, let's turn it over to ring announcer Buck Morton and get this party started.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Rwl Sn Rl. Our opening contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Harlem, New York, here is Tiana Marquez. While it's been for months since her last appearance, Tiana picked up a big win in her last match against Io Sky during the Japan tour. Now, she's back, and I'm not sure Tiana Marquez is ready. For the Sectarians, or Lilith Morella, the Sectarians' chief witch, formerly known as Naoko Hana, sidelined Danielle Heathcote briefly after tagging her with a pile driver. That and the Law and Art. A remembered skill from her days as Hana make her a particularly nasty threat. Make no mistake, she may be the most dangerous female in the whole sect.
Which makes it very lucky that we haven't seen too much of her in active competition, but it disturbs me that she's coming back tonight and just a couple of weeks before Sweet Revenge gets started. In fact, the whole sectarian thing has got me, Steve, and Myron a little bit concerned.
But aren't you front office guys planning, possible contingency plans against the sect? I mean, I know you guys won't let them run roughshod over the rosters of Sn Rl and Rage, right?
You have that absolutely correctly. There are contingency plans on the table, but I will not discuss them right now. But you just trust and believe we know what the sectarians have got cooked up, and we are definitely going to be ready for it.
Her opponent, representing the Sectarians, and accompanied by Kaz Manson and Amanda Robinson. From parts unknown, here is Lilith Morella.
And the gang's all here, huh? Like cockroaches in a kitchen with the lights off. Oh, man, hard to believe that was Naoko Hana at one time. I used to laugh at her hysterically. Well, she's no laughing matter anymore. They've shaved her head bald, filled her head full of garbage, tatted her up, and I don't know what the hell they did to her, but she ain't never gonna be the same.
It's like the sadistic methods used to train, say, a fighting dog. She's dangerous based solely on her wrestling abilities, but what makes her twice as dangerous is she comes with an ideology. She's part of the sectarians' platform of bringing down darkness and despair upon our WL. That's not me talking, that's their twisted agenda. I really don't like Tiana Marquez having signed for this match. Maybe a bigger, tougher, more experienced star could handle her. Someone like Dion the Titaness or Jeannie Dynamite. But the ink isn't even dry on Tiana's wrestling school certificate. And these sect people, all of them hanging around ringside. I seriously don't like it.
Me neither, Wally, but we're gonna let them play their little games for right now. We've got time enough to set up our own. Ugh! Oh, man. To think that used to be Hana. And I used to laugh so hard. Oh, just creeps me out. Well, guys, it is an opening match of some kind of note. Oh, man. I hope Tiana's ready for this. Oh, man. All right, well, referee Walt Rothburn rings the bell. The circus is in town. Tiana takes a jab at Lilith Morella, has her up over the shoulders. Samoan drops her. Tiana moves in on Lilith again. Lilith countering with elbows to the midsection of Tiana. Locks up Tiana. Hard whip to the ropes. Back body drop from Lilith Morella. Hard right to the side of the head of Tiana Marquez. A stomp to the midsection. A rolling elbow to the back. And the momentum shifted just like that. Tiana brought back to her feet by Lilith. Lilith winds up the arm. Russian leg sweep. Takes down Tiana Marquez. Tiana rounded back up again by Lilith. Hard shot to the gut. Oh, man. Lilith with a series of shots, a double shot to the midsection, a series of shots again, a forearm right to the side of the head. Lilith Morella takes her down. Tiana Marquez really starting to lose control of things here. She's going to have to retaliate and fast. Lilith getting ready to go there. Here we go. Leg drop right across the throat of Tiana. Lilith going for a quick cover. 1, 2. A near fall, but just a 2. Tiana powers out of the pin. Lilith Morella, oh man, she is repugnant. Used to have that nice pixie cut head of hair and everything, and had her makeup done. I don't know what the hell they did to her, man. Tiana with a clothesline to Lilith. A shot to the back of that big bald head. Goes behind rear waist lock and back suplex. Tiana locks up Lilith. Taking her to the far corner, bangs her head into the buckle. Tiana yanking the arm against the ropes, using the ropes for leverage. Lilith Morella certainly feels that no matter how tough she is. Elbows to the side of the head of Lilith Morella. And Tiana Marquez starting to regain control of things here with a stomp to the arm of Lilith Morella. And for someone with her experience level, she is not doing too badly. Look at the power on Tiana Marquez. Big time military press drop, face first into the mat goes Lilith. Okay. Lilith counters with a kick to the head. Gets back up to a standing position, delivers a stomp, delivers a rolling elbow to Tiana. Tiana rolls out onto the floor, maybe looking for a reset. Ain't gonna get one. Cross body over the top rope from Lilith Morella. An elbow to the midsection. Lilith Morella starting to really show off here. A kick to the chest of Tiana Marquez. Tiana locked up by Lilith. Head driven right into the lip of the apron. Lilith gathers her up again, locks up. Tiana gets the upper hand for a second here. Goes behind, rear waist lock, has her up. Another back suplex. Just dropped her hard on the floor. Referee still counting. Tiana rolled back into the ring by Lilith. Makes her way back in, charges, catches a shot from Tiana Marquez. Tiana with a clothesline. Takes down Lilith, follows up with a stomp to the midsection. A stomp to the shoulder. Tiana Marquez really starting to pull away here. Here we go. Interference from the outside. Kaz Manson talking trash and distracting Tiana Marquez as, Lilith Morella snuck up on her from behind. Back suplexes her center ring. Tiana trying to get back to her feet, catches a shot to the head from Lilith. Lilith locks her up. Hard whip to the ropes. Lilith ducks under. Makes the leapfrog. Drop toe hold, but a counter from Tiana Marquez. How about that? That was cool. Tiana rounds her up over the shoulder. Lilith Morella slammed hard to the mat. Tiana Marquez again distracted, this time by Amanda Robinson. Again, Lilith Morella taking advantage of the distraction, starts driving knees into the back of Tiana Marquez, much to the delight of Amanda Robinson. The Sectarian kick to the midsection. A hard right, a hard left. A forearm to the side of the head to Tiana Marquez. Lilith goes behind, takes her down to the canvas again. Tiana Marquez in trouble now. Hard shot from Lilith. Lilith starts bouncing her off the ropes with hard forearms to the back. Oh, man, Lilith Morella really starting to... Oh, man, face buster. Now Lilith takes herself all the way up to the top. Senton, off the top rope, Lilith covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2, another neck. Whoa, get up. Tiana Marquez not giving up here. Tiana trying to make it to her feet. Lilith Morella stalking her. And it is already too late. He is setting her up for that pile driver, the same one she nailed Danielle with. There it is. Oh, man. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, that one's a foregone conclusion. Lilith Morella picks up this win over Tiana.
The time, 5 minutes and 25 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Lilith Morella.
Lousy sons of, Tiana didn't stand a chance. Not with Lilith's sectarian entourage standing ringside. She could have won this match if it had been a freaking fair fight. And that pile driver, I seriously hope Tiana hasn't been injured.
Tex, I can see your jaw working under the mask. Please say you're not gonna let these wing nuts do any real damage.
Oh, GB, there's gonna be an answer. There's got to be. We'll be right back with more RWL Snarl right after this break. Stay with us.
Up next on Snarl, our first tag match of the night. And it's set to be a gem, with MJ Ferrantino's The Vandal Brothers facing Golden, Al Barnett, and Vic LaRue, the Canadian Cartel. The following tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by MJ Ferrantino from Vandalsburg, Pennsylvania, at a combined weight of 666 pounds, Wanton J and Vicious Ace Vandal, the Vandal Brothers.
Now, Johnny, I know the delicate negotiations going on with American Powers have you very concerned. Before you even get started with a bunch of probing questions, Wally, read the thing, please.
Here it is, a publicly released statement from Triple Crowner Patty Powers, who never says very much of anything. And I quote, Danielle Heathcote and I have decided the time has come when American Powers can no longer do without some sort of managerial representation. We are presently weighing two offers, one from the Stronghold and another from MJ Ferrantino. We are taking our time and examining all the pros and cons of both offers prior to making our decision. But on behalf of American Powers, you'll be informed of our choice once we've made one, end quote. Seems pretty firm, pretty logical.
So, GB, no more probing questions about what's going on. I don't know anything about it. It's their business and it's their choice.
I admit it. I'm partial to Sylvia.
No.
Obviously. I just think AP would fit right in. With all that championship gold. Combined weight of 505 pounds. From the Great White North, Golden Al Barnett and Vic LaRue, they are the Canadian Cartel.
The star pupils of the Riley Flash Wrestling Academy, Barnett and LaRue, have become staple regulars in the tag team division, even boasting an upset victory or two over unlikely opponents. Could that be the case tonight against Jay and Ace Vandal? Honestly, the Vandals are extremely tough, and it's gonna take every great move in the cartel's repertoire to keep up with these two super heavyweight machines.
No argument there, Wally, but definitely the Canadian Cartel can hang with some of the best teams. They have competed against some of the best teams, and well, they may give the Vandal Brothers a little run for their money. Oh, you guys know I love me a good tag team match. Gonna be Wanton Jay Vandal and Golden Al Barnett starting us off here. Oh, this should be a gem. But just like Johnny said. Walt Rothburn rings the bell. Barnett tags Jay with a series of rights and a drop kick. Wanton Jay locks him up. Has him in the front cradle, slams his back into the turnbuckle and just pitches him to the center of the ring. Barnett counters with a kick to the head. So does Wanton J. Vandal. Vandal, wrist clutch knee to the face of Golden L. Barnett. Barnett taken down by Wanton J. Schoolyard bully pummeling right there. J rounds up Barnett. Locks him up. Slams him to his team's corner. He's not going to tag. He's going to slam Barnett's head into the turnbuckle. Oh, check this out. Off the middle rope. Flying kick right to the face of Barnett. Barnett trying to find higher ground here. Here comes Jay over the top rope. S over tea kettle. Human cannonball. Takes down Barnett on the outside. Referee's already started the count. There's a forearm to the head of Golden Al Barnett. A stomp to the midsection. Wanton J. Vandal absolutely on fire here. Go! Hard spinning forearm. Spun Barnett like a record, baby. Round, round. Huh. Into the ring post time. 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 It's into the ring post time. Title honor up the line. You can play it anytime, even if you're 99. I love that. Whoa, Matt, did you see that? Ace Vandal tags in and does another human missile on Barnett. Barnett counters with a series of forearms. Referee counting all over again. Hard forearm from Golden Al Barnett. Ace Vandal shoves him away a second time. Locks him up. Hurls him towards the timekeeper's area. Rolls himself back into the ring. Referee continues to count Barnett, making his way back into the ring. Oh, well, there goes Vic LaRue. Ace Vandal with a spike knee to the head. Here's a cover. 1, 2, no. Barnett gets the shoulder up, just about 2. Ace Vandal whips Barnett to the Vandal brothers' corner. Again, not tagging Wanton J. Deciding to torture the arm of Barnett instead. Barnett counters, finds his way out, charges. Oh! Nailed him with a clothesline, did no good. A running kick from Ace Vandal. Here comes Wanton J. And oh, he got stunned. Barnett definitely felt that kick to the face. Knee to the midsection from Wanton J off the middle rope. Nice crossbody. Here's a cover. 1. Hey, just in 1. Barnett still definitely in the game here. Wanton J. Vandal pitches him into his team's corner. Here's a tag, and here comes a double team from the Vandal brothers. Nice punch to the gut as Ace Vandal catches some elbows to the midsection. From Golden L. Barnett, Vic LaRue has yet to participate in this tag team matchup. Barnett cannot do it all by himself. There's a kick right to the face of Barnett. Ace Vandal covers. 1, 2. Another near fall for the Canadian Cartel. And you'll note the Vandal brothers have tagged a couple of times already. Golden L. Barnett is trying to do this all by himself, and that's not a wise thing. You've got a tag team partner willing to take over. Knee to the face from Ace Vandal. As the Vandal brothers definitely cooking on all 4 burners, man. Here comes Vic LaRue for the first time. Nails Ace with a right. Ace counters. Golden L. Barnett beating it the hell out of town. Knee to the midsection. A kick to the head from Vic LaRue. Vic going for a quick cover. 1, 2. Hey, a near fall for the Canadian Cartel. But not enough. Ace Vandal catches a knee to the face from Vic LaRue. LaRue taking himself all the way up topside. Waiting for Ace Vandal to stand himself on up. And here it goes. Oh, chop right to the head of Ace Vandal. Vic LaRue catches a kick to the midsection from Ace. Nice counter from Vic LaRue. LaRue locks up Ace Vandal, pitches him to the Canadian Cartel's corner. Here comes Golden Al Barnett on the tag. The double team air-assisted shoulder. Nicely done. Golden Al Barnett showboating, and here comes Wanton J. But here's standing drop kick. Doesn't even phase Wanton J. Vandal off the middle rope. Flying kick to the face for Barnett. MJ Ferrantino watching these guys. The Vandal brothers are cooking. Golden L. Barnett catches an elbow to the face from Jay. Hard shot to the face. Elbow counter from Barnett. They lock up again. A series of shots from Wanton Jay Vandal, who just bam all over the place. Down goes Golden L. Barnett. Stomp to the midsection. Oh, man. Wanton Jay Vandal firmly in control. The momentum has shifted again. Series of hard lefts and a stomp to the midsection. Wanton Jay Vandal takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Barnett's laid out center ring, all messed up. Slowly standing himself up. MJ Ferrantino rallying the troops here. Boom! Flying kick right to the face. 1, 2. Yep, wow. Barnett kicked out. Got to be impressed with that. He has taken a heap of damage. Knee to the face again from Jay Vandal. He might seriously want to think about tagging in Vic LaRue. Another wrist clutch knee to the face of Golden L. Barnett. Now a series of short kicks to the face. And here comes big Ace Vandal. Vicious Ace Vandal. Who moves in. Barnett charges another clothesline that can't take down either one of the Vandal brothers. Hard whip to the ropes for Barnett. Ace ducks under and oh! A driving knee and a spinning kick and a moonsault off the middle rope. The Vandal brothers. Absolutely freaking amazing. Huh. Ace Vandal getting all charged up. The fans are going crazy. Check it out. Barnett gets locked up. Short arm clothesline. Down he goes. Huh. Barnett rolls out to the floor. Ace Vandal going after Vic LaRue. Vic LaRue counters. Wanton Jay Vandal taking over for his brother on Golden L. Barnett. Starts firing off with a series of shots as the referee counts Barnett. Wanton Jay Vandal and Big Ace Vandal now both on their side of town with Golden L. Barnett. Oh, forearm from Ace. Jay makes his way back to the tag corner. Ace Vandal. At this, a series of surfboard stretch stomps to the back of Golden L. Barnett. Barnett pitched to the opposing side towards the barricades. Ace Vandal rolls himself on in, and I don't think you're ever gonna get the momentum back now, guys. Barnett on the outside. Vic LaRue catches a kick to the head from Ace Vandal. The referee counting Barnett. Oh, this one's all messed up. Golden L. Barnett makes his way back inside the ring. Big time flying punch from Ace Vandal. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, now the Vandal brothers showing off tonight.
The time, 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, the Vandal brothers.
The Canadian cartel certainly had the skills, but they were fresh out of entrance by the time the Vandals were done. Another team vandalized by Jay and Ace.
They refer to their work as feats of destruction, and that was definitely one. The Vandal brothers picking up a solid pinfall win over the Canadian cartel. More RWL Snarl right after these words. All right, folks, welcome back to Snarl. Before we get started on the next match, you know what happens every summer, the minute school lets out. I'm talking about the RWL Sweet Revenge Summer Tour. And this year, 2025, is going to be no exception. Tell them about it, Wally.
It all starts Monday night, June 30th, with the Sweet Revenge Texas Thunder preview card. As per usual, we'll be painting the planet red, visiting stops all over the globe, and we'll be sanctioning some outlandish matches. That'll be a big change of pace from the usual fare. And of course, there's gonna be championship matches, grudge matches, and just who knows what else will happen, as things even tonight continue to build towards this summer's 2025 Sweet Revenge World Tour, again starting June 30th.
Well, if you caught RWL Southwest recently, you know the Unholy Trinity's back on the scene. Tonight, it's primetime Bobby Mills, backed by Big Bob Duncombe and Dirty Dutch Mantell, facing the Junkyard Dog with the Birdman, Coco Beware, standing ringside for JYD. Yes, sir. Big Bob Duncombe picking himself up a win at RWL Southwest with a little help from his friends and a triple power bomb to his opponent. Well, here's hoping we don't see the same sort of thing tonight, because we don't play that game here at Snarl. They will find themselves fined. They may find themselves suspended if they play this sort of game here.
Guys like this get on my nerves. Primetime has all the tools he needs to be something big around here. Except for the questionable company the guy keeps. Dutch and Duncombe are definitely bad influences on a guy who otherwise might be a top star. People like that just grate on me.
Well, one thing I can promise you, this match is not going to be a cakewalk for old Primetime, the Junkyard Dog. As tough as they come, he's going to give him a battle well worth the price of admission. Man, they need to put Bobby Duncombe on decaf. Oh, man.
His opponent, accompanied to the ring by the Birdman Coco Beware from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 290 pounds, the Junkyard Dog.
Coco and JYD, Legends Division Tag Team favorites, also get equal fan support in singles matches like this one against Primetime. And they are just inseparable, as proven by Coco Beware backing up his tag partner, and you'll always see Junkyard Dog doing the same for the Birdman. Big-time fan favorites, so you just know this Texas crowd is behind JYD all the way.
Well, believe it or not, snake though he may be, Primetime Bobby Mills actually has a small degree of fan support. Note I say a small degree. They will definitely be outweighed by the fans of the Junkyard Dog here tonight. Well, this match ought to be a throwback to the days of classic wrestling back in the 80s. It's got that vibe. Tom Kanamura rings the bell. They come center ring. JYD with a hard right. Up over the shoulders goes Primetime. Primetime counters it. Driving DDT. Primetime misses with a kick. Junkyard Dog goes behind. Has him up. Back suplex. Right center ring. A kick to the chest of Primetime. Junkyard Dog with a leg drop. Coco Beware cheering on his tag team partner here. Rear chinlock from the Junkyard Dog. Primetime Bobby Mills with Dutch Mantell and Big Bob Duncombe ringside. Hoping we don't see another triple powerbomb like what happened at RWL Southwest the other night. Junkyard Dog releases the hold. Rounds up Primetime Bobby Mills. Catches a kick to the midsection. Primetime with a clothesline takes Junkyard Dog over the top rope and out onto the floor. Coco Beware helping his tag team partner back up. Primetime Bobby Mills talking trash to the both of them, huh? Okay. Junkyard Dog re-enters the fray here. Whips Primetime to the far corner clothesline. Down goes Primetime Bobby Mills. Big Bob Duncombe getting involved right away, not wasting any time. There's the distraction. Junkyard Dog says, "Oh, no, you don't." He got cold busted. Whole series of shots, but a counter from Primetime Bobby Mills. A kick to the leg, a chop across the chest. Junkyard Dog battles back with a hard left. Jumping neckbreaker from JYD. Primetime makes his way to the standing position on the apron. Counters Junkyard Dog. Makes his way back inside. Fireman's carry from JYD. Hard overhand right from Junkyard Dog. A kick to the leg. The Junkyard Dog goes for the cover of one, but just a one. Primetime Bobby Mills still in the game here. Here's a kick to the head, a stomp to the chest. Junkyard Dog rounds him up again. Has Primetime up over the shoulder. A knee right into the gut. Primetime counters with a short arm clothesline. Being cheered on by Big Bob Duncombe and Dirty Dutch Mantell. Primetime rounds him up, but no dice. He gets slammed down by Junkyard Dog. JYD drops the leg on Primetime again. Goes for another cover. One. Only just a one that time. Primetime Bobby Mills. Catching elbows to the shoulder from the Junkyard Dog. JYD moves in and starts working on the legs. There's a leg snap. Junkyard Dog working the crowd. And they sure love him here. Sweep of the leg from Primetime Bobby Mills. Primetime. Whip to the corner, clothesline right to the back of the head. Junkyard Dog turns Primetime over, drives a knee into his back. He crawled like an inchworm, too. Wow. Junkyard Dog, top rope, beautifully done. Right across the midsection of Primetime Bobby Mills. He might have hurt himself doing that. Primetime rounded up to his feet again by JYD. Whoosh, that's a nasty DDT. Stomp to the back of the head. Big Bob Duncombe working that turnbuckle. Tom Canamora catches him at it. And now he's distracted, so anything can happen. But Junkyard Dog going for a cover, and he won't even get it. Tom Canamora finally done messing around. Oh, now Duncombe's arguing with the referee. Now he's arguing with the Junkyard Dog. And from behind, Primetime Bobby Mills slams the Junkyard Dog's head down to the canvas. Clothesline from Primetime. Dutch Mantel's just losing it. Look at this. A drop kick that doesn't take the Junkyard Dog quite down. Whip to the corner. Primetime Bobby Mills turns him over. Series of machine gun punches. An uppercut, and down goes the Junkyard Dog. JYD quickly out of the corner, but countered by Primetime. Drop toe hold to Primetime Bobby Mills. Hung up on the middle rope. Junkyard Dog rebounds off the ropes. Here he goes. Boom. Right across the back of Primetime Bobby Mills. Well, the momentum has shifted yet again. Junkyard Dog back in the ring, stalking Primetime Bobby Mills now. No, this is not good for Primetime. Up over the shoulders. And whoa, slammed down hard by the Junkyard Dog. JYD covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2, no dice. Primetime gets that left shoulder up. Junkyard Dog can't believe it. Dutch Mantel watching intently. Back body drop to the Junkyard Dog. Primetime connects with a kick to the back. And again, doing a little bit of showboating here in San Antonio. He's got some fans back there. Primetime rounds up the Junkyard Dog. Whoa! Did you see that spinning elbow? Down went the Junkyard Dog. Primetime covers 1, 2. Nope. Junkyard Dog gets that left shoulder up. Primetime Bobby Mills yelling at Tom Canamora about the count. Primetime slammed down again. Another Michinoku driver from the Junkyard Dog, standing tall center ring and working the crowd. JYD rounds up Primetime, catches a back body drop. A kick to the back from Primetime Bobby Mills. Clothesline from JYD, followed up with a shoulder tackle, a rebound off the ropes, and what a kick. Takes down Primetime Bobby Mills. He busted him open too. Junkyard Dog back in control of the stuff right now. Oh, he is worked up. Primetime Bobby Mills definitely busted open. Counters, gets back up on his feet. Rounds up the Junkyard Dog. Hard right, spins him around. He goes behind. Oh, and here we go. A Cobra clutch. And he is working the Junkyard Dog here. Tom Canamora checking JYD. Primetime Bobby Mills just throws him down, releases the hold. Wow. Primetime rounds up the Junkyard Dog. Hard whip to the corner. Primetime doesn't catch JYD, who gets out of the way, gets counter whipped into the opposing corner. Primetime counters. JYD counters. JYD with an elbow right to the head of Primetime Bobby Mills. Primetime with a leg sweep takes him down. Oh man, this match has been wild. Primetime Bobby Mills moves in on the Junkyard Dog, misses with a stomp, connects with a couple of rights, and a gouge of the eyes of the Junkyard Dog. JYD counters with a jab and a DDT to Primetime. Face first into the canvas. This could be the end right here. Here we go. JYD covers 1, 2. Shut up. On the hell. Well, Primetime's still in the game here. Takes himself all the way up to the top turnbuckle. JYD about to go air on Primetime Bobby Mills. Misses with the cross body. Primetime rebounds off the ropes, doing quite a little bit of showing off here before nailing him with that leg drop. Primetime. Covers. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's an upset and a half right there. Primetime. Bobby Mills defeats JYD by pinfall.
The time, 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Primetime Bobby Mills.
Well, we learned one very valuable lesson in these last 2 matches of the Unholy Trinity. Is the best thing to do in the world to keep them separated. Have one person or 2 people and nobody at ringside. He goes, these guys are not to be trusted. Primetime Bobby Mills pulling off a big-time upset over the Junkyard Dog. Again, with a little help from his friends. Oh, well, them's the breaks, kids.
Tough break for Junkyard Dog, though. I kinda see Johnny's point about Bobby Mills. He could be something if he had a mind of his own and not be led by the rest of the Unholy Trinity. Oh, well, maybe someday, but I certainly won't be holding my breath.
And we'll be right back with more RWL Sn Rl right after the break. Alright, let's wrap up the first hour with another tag team match. The Lightning Fast Tony Dangerous joining forces again with the Hurricane, set to face Will Cox and Hollywood, Tag Team Champions Extraordinaire, in a non-title matchup.
The following tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 405 pounds, the lightning fast Tony Dangerous and the Hurricane.
Oh, huzzah! The Danger Mobile is back. And tonight, behind the wheel, it's the Hurricane, partnering up once again with the lightning fast Tony Dangerous against Rage Tag Champs Will Cox and Hollywood. Even if it is a non-title matchup, a win from Tony and the Hurricane would be a huge deal for them.
It most certainly would. It would give them an opportunity for a title shot, and it would cement the team of the Lightning Fast Tony Dangerous and the Hurricane in the minds of the fans. And hell, they're pretty popular right now.
Their opponents accompanied by the Fairfield Fox May Crawford at a combined weight of 430 pounds. They are WL Rage Tag Team Champions, Oliver Hollywood and Tommy Wilcox. Tommy and Hollywood not taking the team of Tony and Hurricane lightly at all. Faye Crawford says they realize how high the stakes would be if they drop this match, and she's guaranteed me they won't. How much or how hard you believe with the Fairfield Fox is all up to you.
Let's put it this way, GB, I got no reason to disbelieve her. Alright, well, as the gang chooses up sides here, gonna be the lightning fast one, going up against Oliver Hollywood, the seasoned veteran. And here we go, Willie Johnson rings the bell. They come center ring, a chop, another chop, a third chop, and a kick from Tony Dangerous. Down goes Tony, Oliver Hollywood, excuse me. Whoa, misses with the running punch. Tony Dangerous rebounds off the ropes. Oh man, a kick right to the top of Oliver Hollywood's head. Hollywood back up on his feet, Tony up on the top turnbuckle. Ollie decks him one. But Tony still manages to pull off the Hurricane Rana pin. Look at this one. But only just one. Oliver Hollywood finds his way out of that one. A kick to the back from the lightning fast one. A kick to the head from Oliver Hollywood. Misses with the chop. Delivers a kick to the midsection instead. Tony rolling out of the way of danger there, and a running kick that takes down Oliver Hollywood. Here comes the Hurricane. All right, Oliver Hollywood stands center ring waiting for him. The Hurricane opens up with a chop. Oliver Hollywood counters, and a beautiful kick takes the Hurricane down to the mat. And here comes the Cocoa Beach Wonderkin, Tommy Wilcox. Tommy locks up the Hurricane. Has it. Whoa, spinning neck breaker. Wow. Beautiful. Off the top rope moonsault, beautifully executed by Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox steps out. Here comes Hollywood. The team working most efficiently right out of the gate here. Oliver rounds up the Hurricane. Standing drop kick takes him right back down again. Ollie rounds him up one more time. The Hurricane catches a kick to the head from Oliver Hollywood. Ollie rounds him up again. Takes him right back down. Nice classic wrestling takedown right there. Oliver Hollywood tagging in Tommy Wilcox. Man, these guys are definitely working the unit. Stomp to the shoulder. Oliver Hollywood countered by the Hurricane, back up on his feet. Locks up. Tommy Wilcox sets him up for a neck breaker and nails it. Here comes the lightning fast Tony Dangerous again. Wilcox back up on his feet. Catches a kick to the head from Tony Dangerous. Tony locks in a submission. Very close to the ropes, but looks like Wilcox is going to fight his way free. He sure as hell does. Tony holding his head. Wilcox countered by the lightning fast one. Wilcox counters with an elbow. Tony, hard right hand to Tommy Wilcox, and a reverse Hurricane Rana drops Wilcox right on the top of his crown. Tony Dangerous with a beautiful drop kick. A running kick that don't find the mark. A kick to the midsection that does. The lightning fast one. Rounds up the Cocoa Beach Wonderkind. Winds him up. Sets him up. And boom, Dangerous measures. Oh, here we go. Tony Dangerous rebounds off the top rope. Beautiful moonsault right to the back of Tommy Wilcox. Up kick to the midsection. Tony taking control of the match here. Turns himself around on the middle rope and another. Oh, well, the moonsault did not quite find the mark. So, if at first you don't succeed, he tried another one and got it. Only this one wasn't off the middle rope. Tony Dangerous slams the head of Tommy Wilcox face first into the canvas, and here comes the Hurricane again. Well, both teams seem to be working very efficiently as teams. Oh, here we go. Dragon screw from Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox rounds up the Hurricane, escorting him towards his team's corner, and he is busted up. Wow, Tommy Wilcox bleeding profusely. The Hurricane counters and escapes the corner, rebounds off the ropes, a beautiful drop kick. Takes Wilcox down. Wilcox gets a hold of the leg, counters with a dragon screw, steps out, and here comes Oliver Hollywood. The Hurricane standing center ring, catches a right, catches another, catches a third, counters the fourth. The Hurricane locks up, catches a kick to the midsection from Oliver Hollywood. Look at this, winds him up. Whoa, what a suplex from Ollie. Hollywood catches a kick to the head from the Hurricane. Look at this, whoa. Oh, that was beautiful. Oliver Hollywood, a seasoned veteran, formerly a tag team champion with American Supreme Matt Clark, and he has not lost his touch. He's only gotten better with age. Tony Dangerous countered by Oliver Hollywood into an inverted DDT. Ollie makes his way to the top turnbuckle. Tony Dangerous catches a bit of a double axe handle. It's enough to take him down. Oliver Hollywood rebounds off the ropes and a beautiful rebound elbow to the chest of Tony Dangerous. Tony rounded up by Ollie. Oliver Hollywood escorting him to his team's corner. Head first into the turnbuckle goes Tony Dangerous. Oliver Hollywood winds him up, slams him. Oh, man. Did you see that? That was vicious. Oliver Hollywood definitely not fooling around. Wilcox and Hollywood do not want to lose this match. Tony Dangerous being taken back to the same corner again. Slammed head first into the turnbuckle. A chop across the chest from Oliver Hollywood. Tony Dangerous counters and escapes the corner. Delivers the chop of his own. Locks up Oliver Hollywood. And sets him up for Dangerous measures a second time. Boom! There it is, and he nailed it. Oliver Hollywood caught all of that. Slowly back to his feet. Here comes the Hurricane. The Hurricane locks up with Oliver Hollywood. Oliver Hollywood takes him down with a classic wrestling takedown. A stomp to the head of the Hurricane. A knee to the head of the Hurricane. A knee to the back of the Hurricane that didn't connect. The Hurricane locks up Oliver Hollywood, winds up the arm. Look at this. Oliver Hollywood unwinds it and turns it into an arm drag. Nicely done. Hollywood takes the Hurricane down to his knees, winds up the arm, and snaps it. Oh, man. Oliver Hollywood definitely not playing nice here. He's setting it up. Here he comes. Big time kick to the side of the head of the Hurricane. And slammed down onto the same head. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Tony Dangerous saving it for his team, but there's a rope break too. Either way, the Hurricane was safe. Tony Dangerous locking it up with Tommy Wilcox. Oliver Hollywood counters. Oh, look at this. The Hurricane misses with the drop kick. Tony Dangerous finally out of the ring. Here comes Tommy Wilcox on the tag. Here's a kick to the Hurricane, a second kick to the Hurricane, a third, a chop. Whoa, Hurricane rolling out of the way. Winds up Wilcox. Has him up. Look at this, Tommy Wilcox slipping through the back door. Turns it into a Hurricane run on the Hurricane. And here comes Oliver Hollywood again. Hollywood moves in on the Hurricane. Gathers him up, hard shot, spins him around. Look at this. Into a beautiful armbar. He just rolled right into that. Tony Dangerous saving the match for his team. The Hurricane being dragged towards center ring by Oliver Hollywood. Ollie covers, hooks the leg. 1. Only a 1. Tony Dangerous breaking up the party again. A clothesline from the Hurricane to the back of Oliver Hollywood. A leg drop to the shoulder of Oliver Hollywood. The Hurricane steps out. In comes Tony Dangerous on the tag. Oliver Hollywood waiting for him center ring. Tony gets him up over the shoulders. And boom! Beautiful driver from Tony. Tony steps out and in comes the Hurricane again. These guys playing games here. Oliver Hollywood laid out center ring. The Hurricane drives a knee into the arm of Oliver Hollywood. Ollie rounded back up to his feet by the Hurricane. Kick to the midsection and a facebuster. Hurricane goes for the cover. 1. Only a 1. Wow, okay. The Hurricane goes back to work, delivers a leg drop on Oliver Hollywood. Tags in Tony Dangerous. Oliver Hollywood laid out in the wrong side of town. Tony off the rope, beautiful spinnings. Oh, that was beautiful, man. Tony getting ready to go air a second time, and boom! Oh, that was beautiful. What a splash. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Man, these guys ain't playing. What a tag team match we've got here. And we're just about halfway through, still no sign of a winner. Oliver Hollywood counters Tony Dangerous, slams his head down to the canvas. Ollie with a wicked kick to Tony Dangerous, a standing drop kick to finish the job and take him down. Tony back up on his feet, but here comes Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox locks up with Tony. Tony whips him to the far corner. Tony Dangerous whips him to the opposing corner. A drop kick slams him back into the corner, and he rolls out. Wow. The Hurricane tagged in. Tommy Wilcox getting back to his feet. The Hurricane's right there. Rebounds off the middle rope. Fails to connect with the drop kick. Tommy Wilcox stopped him cold. Hard forearm takes the Hurricane down. He rounds him back up again. Tommy Wilcox with the Hurricane up over the shoulders. Oh, man, double knees into the midsection of the Hurricane. And here comes Oliver Hollywood again. Faye Crawford just taking in the show and absolutely loving what she's seeing. The race tag team champions definitely on a roll here against Tony Dangerous and the Hurricane. Ollie with wrist clutch stomps to the chest. The Hurricane puts a stop to the kick, turns it into a dragon screw, gets back up on his feet, and now it's Oliver Hollywood. Quickly back up on his feet, evading the leg drop. Delivers a kick to the Hurricane. Delivers another right, a chop across the chest. Hurricane stuck up in the corner. A kick to the calf against it, draped over the middle rope. Oliver Hollywood moves in again. Takes him right back down. Oliver Hollywood working real efficiently tonight. Here comes Tommy Wilcox again. And to his credit, he's been doing pretty good too. Rolls the Hurricane over. Low drop kick to the back of the Hurricane. And look at this. Here comes Oliver Hollywood again. Tommy Wilcox tags out. Hollywood takes himself all the way up to the top turnbuckle. Gets ready to go air on the Hurricane. The Hurricane slowly getting back up to his feet. Tony Dangerous spoils the party again. Shoving Oliver Hollywood off the top turnbuckle. The Hurricane still stunned but counters with a kick to the midsection of Oliver Hollywood. Ali rounded up to his feet. The Hurricane with a super kick right to the shelf of the jaw. Here comes Tony Dangerous. Hollywood quickly back up on his feet. Misses with the chop. Tony Dangerous rolling out of the way real quick. DDT to Oliver Hollywood. The lightning fast one. Rebounds off the ropes. Another wicked strength kick to the head. Oliver Hollywood has been busted open too. Tony Dangerous nails him with a moonsault as well. Woohoo! The lightning fast one. Absolutely on fire here. Here we go. Up off the top turnbuckle. And whoa! What a splash. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Only just a 2. Oliver Hollywood still in the game, refusing to give up the ship. Tony Dangerous. Looks like, wait a minute, what's he going to do here? Rebounds off the ropes. Fails to connect with the basement dropkick. Oliver Hollywood steps out of the way. Here comes Tommy Wilcox. This match more than halfway over and still no sign of a winner. DDT from the lightning fast one. Wilcox back up on his feet. Whips Tony Dangerous out onto the apron. Oliver Hollywood back up from behind and takes down Tony Dangerous to the outside. Tommy Wilcox acting like he don't know what's going on. Playing dumb. Off the top rope and there goes your tailbone, sir. Oh, man. Tony Dangerous with a kick to the back of Tommy Wilcox. He crashed and burned on that high-risk maneuver. Delivers a kick to the head of Tony Dangerous. Tony quickly turning around, drives Tommy Wilcox into the ring steps. Wilcox back up on his feet. Whoa! That was freaking beautiful. Tommy Wilcox doing a little bit of showing off and showing out right here. Tony Dangerous shoved towards the barricades. Wilcox, basement DDT, slams Tony Dangerous head on the floor. Wilcox rounds him up again. Tries to drive him into the ring steps, but Tony putting on the brakes. Tommy Wilcox, busted up and bleeding, takes himself back inside the ring. Comes back out, restarts the count. Nails Tony Dangerous with a right. And whoa, what a tilt-a-whirl of Kenrana right there. Okay. Tony Dangerous locks up Wilcox. Pitches him towards the barricades. Makes his way back inside the ring. A little bit of athleticism, a little bit of showing off from Tony Dangerous. Wilcox back in the ring. Whip to the opposing team's corner. Tony Dangerous pitches him out. Wilcox hanging on by the middle rope, but Tony Dangerous with a rebound drop kick that took Wilcox to the outside. Once again, Willie Johnson counting Tommy Wilcox. Tony rolls out, starts the count again. The Hurricane getting involved. Up over the shoulders of Tommy Wilcox, catches double knees to the midsection. Tony Dangerous goes behind on Wilcox. Wilcox counters, goes back to work on the Hurricane. Are you kidding me? Slam face first into the floor by Tony Dangerous. Tommy Wilcox locked up again, brought back inside the ring. The Hurricane is laid out. Tony Dangerous up too late. Oliver Hollywood just made the tag. Things are about to get colorful. Kick to the midsection. Oliver Hollywood counters with shots to the midsection of Tony Dangerous. Tony counters with an elbow. Hollywood catches a snapmare. Tony just, whoa, did you see that? That was wild. These guys just amazing in this tag team matchup. Tony Dangerous with a kick to the leg of Oliver Hollywood. Takes himself all the way up to the top. Here we go. Another beautiful spinning senton from Tony Dangerous. And here's a cover. 1, 2. Shut up, Oliver Hollywood. With that never say die mentality of his. Tony off the top rope misses with that one. Tony Dangerous quickly countered by Oliver Hollywood. Finds himself laid out center ring. Catches an arm snap. Oliver Hollywood steps out, turns it over to Tommy Wilcox. Tony Dangerous crawling to his team's corner, makes the tag. Here comes the Hurricane. Tommy Wilcox catches a chop. The Hurricane off the middle rope with that elbow. Takes Wilcox down. Gathers Wilcox back up again. A hard shot to the gut, a kick, a chop, a kick to the midsection. Wilcox bouncing off the ropes. The Hurricane takes him down. Bottom rope hangman from the Hurricane. The Hurricane rounds up Tommy Wilcox, goes behind, sets him up. Oh, an elbow right to the chest of Tommy Wilcox. Oh, that might be bad news for Wilcox and Hollywood. The Hurricane dragging him center ring. Goes for the cover and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Whoa! Almost a 3, but I do not believe it. Tommy Wilcox powering out of the pin. Back up on his feet. Wilcox with a clothesline takes the Hurricane down. Steps out. Here comes Oliver Hollywood again. Man, if this team wins, it's because they worked as a team. Check this out. Oliver Hollywood with a beautiful arm drag into an armbar. No, can't get a submission. Too close to the ropes. Holly decides for a quick pin. 1, 2. No! Again, the Hurricane. Powering out. Too many near falls in this bad boy. Here comes Tommy Wilcox. The Hurricane laid out face down. Tony Dangerous nowhere to be seen. Wilcox rounds him up, takes him down. The Hurricane counters, shoves him away, gets back up on his feet. Fails to connect with the jumping neckbreaker. Wilcox almost didn't make it there. Tommy Wilcox rebounds off the ropes. Baseman Hurricane Rana face first into the mat goes the Hurricane. Tommy Wilcox tags out. Here comes Oliver Hollywood again with like 3 minutes to go. What is going on with these two guys? Hollywood stalking the Hurricane. Here he comes. That big-time soccer kick to the side of the head of the Hurricane. Wilcox, watch him as Hollywood rounds him up. Gets him into that submission again, but Tony Dangerous saves the day once more. Hollywood going for a quick pin here. 1, 2, 3, and Wilcox taking Tony Dangerous out, allowing Oliver Hollywood to get the pinfall win.
The time, 17 minutes and 34 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, Wilcox and Hollywood.
Wow, what a pot boiler of a matchup. Tony and the Hurricane came awfully close, so many times. So many near falls, but Wilcox and Hollywood gave as good as they got and hung on just long enough to get the 3-count pinfall on our resident superheroes. That was a lit match.
You ain't kidding, that was absolutely a pot boiler and a half. I mean, it could have gone either way. Both these teams gave it all 110%, but in the end, Wilcox and Hollywood, the Rage Tag Team Champions, coming up with the win over Tony Dangerous and the Hurricane, and that puts an end to Hour 1. We'll be back with the second half of tonight's RWL Snarl right after the break.